So, way up there, we got the gypsy moth larvae. They claim that I guess they get about 1,000 of those little caterpillars will come out of that when they hatch. So anyways, since we got a little bit of time on our hands, I'm gonna go up there and power wash them off. Well, might do this for the Queen of England if she called, but other than that, I might just say a heck no, due to I don't like heights. It's like a facial for Mother Nature. We don't want to get Mr. Squirrel pissed off. Alrighty, watch yourself. Me no likey. Me no likey. Me no likey. Me no likey. Get with me. So that was the first tree I did. I barely wrap your hands around it, bear hugging it style. I would say I'm no tree scientist, but I'd have to say it's about 100 years old. I got the ladder up to about the second branch there, and then worked off of that. That's where my feet would be on that second branch. I think I might have went up to the third branch with my feet, and then worked from there, power washing it. I think it took the better part of 4 hours. So, but hey, I wanted to do it in November, but I didn't have time, so getting it done now before the leaves come out. Well, there's a couple spots there, about the size of a peanut. So I gotta, hopefully this is not the straw that breaks the camel's back, but I want to get those way up there. So that would catch the gypsy moth caterpillars when they're in the caterpillar stage. That was a great help. Really cut down the numbers. This has been up over the winter months, but that was one that I left up. I didn't get a chance to grab it until now. I just wanted to leave it up for this film. So that there was one of the store-bought ones. This one's done a couple years now. It worked out really well. The first year I got it, it was getting kind of late into the season of the gypsy moth, but it did one heck of a good job. It was from a store in Etobicoke. I do believe it's called Nature Source. I do believe. But it was an awesome store to deal with in Etobicoke, Ontario. Anyways, here's a homemade trap. Just your everyday Gatorade bottle. That's a 591 mil. I've used the paper wax juice jugs, and you got a hole to see through. So I've used that before, just because I was short a couple, so I just whipped up a couple and tried them out, and they worked pretty successful. Yes, this one's grungy, but like I said, it's got 2 seasons under its belt. So that's the lure. You change that at the beginning of the season, so that way it has some fresh lure to lure in the moss. So with climbing up the ladder, my height, and then the my homemade wand, I'm gonna get 99% to the top, and that's gonna get rid of those little gypsy moth egg sacs. So according to my calculations, we'll at least have a 1% less gypsy moths for this year, but that's a good start. Just joking. My scientific experiment will work. Hanging on to that, pressure washing, video cameraing, Facebooking, tweeting, Instagramming. Nah, we're just running the camera and power washing, so it's not so bad. So we got to get in the armpits of the tree. That seems to be a hot spot. So these 3 trees here, they're oak. They only had about 6 of those egg sacs on it for the gypsy moth, so that's not too bad. The one that's back in behind, it's probably only about 15 years old, I'm guessing. It only had 1. I power washed most of the tree, just that way you can use your eyes to follow the water. And so I got this Gizmo 2000. It's about a 7-foot pole, just had lying around, so I'm gonna put it to new use. I got the automatic 10,000 zip strips on there to hold the trigger wide open, as you got enough things to do, so that way you got a hands-free operation, so that way you can get maximum reach. Since I hate heights, I might do this for the Queen of England, but I don't know. It's one of those things, you know, you hate to do for yourself, but you just slowly work at it. I'll get her done. So maybe if the Queen of England calls, I might do this for her. So this is the first year I power washed. It's worked out really well. So in the past, I didn't do this, but I'm gonna do it this year and be ready for it. Right in about here, the caterpillar does its thing and cocoons, and then becomes the gypsy moth, and I would power wash those off, and then that way that'll help eliminate the amount of moth, therefore help eliminate how many those egg sacs you're gonna have. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to add to this video, is to let you know that's another way of getting rid of the gypsy moth cycle. So stay home, power wash your trees, get rid of the gypsy moth and caterpillars. Stay safe. Thanks for watching today's video. Cheers.